Hey everybody, my name is Dave Warren. I'm a clinical herbalist with the New Mexico Clinic in beautiful Taos, New Mexico. It's a Friday here at the clinic, so a little slow, and I thought I'd do a quick video on one of my favorite herbs, catnip. So catnip is pretty much worldwide. You can find catnip almost anywhere you live. It's an ornamental plant that bears a white, pink, or pale purple blossom, and it came from the mint family. It blooms at the tail end of spring until autumn. So if you see those purple flowers around and they have a mint-like leaf, it's probably catnip. It's an aromatic herb and is notorious for attracting lacewing bees, butterflies, and of course, cats. Exposure to the substances in catnip can cause behavioral changes in some species of cats. And we've seen that if you have a cat and you play with catnip with it, it actually stimulates the senses, resulting in relaxation and extreme playfulness. It's kind of interesting that some cats just mellow out with catnip while others become very playful and then kind of and then kind of just chill. It has a similar effect on humans as far as the mellowing out goes, although it doesn't make humans playful. In fact, you shouldn't take this herb if you're going to be driving because it's a very relaxing herb. So it began growing originally in Asia, Europe, and North America. But as I said, it is spread worldwide. And it's also one of the most favorite teas that a lot of people want to take before bed. If you do that, if you take a catnip tea before bed, you need to take it a good 30 minutes before you lay down to let the constituents of the herb actually get into your bloodstream and begin working. And it'll give you a pretty good night's rest. And the catnip plant has a lot of history. It's been popular not just for cats, but obviously for humans. And today they're widely popular for cat-loving people. You know, they put them in little cat toys and so forth. Before they became the plant for cats getting their little high off it, humans had figured out a way to use it for the same purpose. They actually figured out that you could smoke catnip and get a little high, but I don't advise it. I think it's dangerous to do that. So, don't do that. We talked about it growing in North America, but that didn't happen until the 18th century. And that's when some of the people moving into the United States actually used some cuttings from catnip in Europe, and they brought it over. Of course, by then, it was a very common herb for both cooking and medicinal use. The leaves were given to sick people to induce perspiration, but without increasing their body heat. So they could sweat without raising their internal temperature. Native American women also used it for menstrual pain relief. And it also became an effective sedative plant for children, letting them calm down. We think, and there's really no hard evidence to verify this, but we think the ancient Egyptians were the first to use catnip on cats. That's a likely scenario based on the fact that we know the ancient Egyptians absolutely worshipped their cats. They were a big part of most Egyptian families. And so, what can we use catnip for today? Well, it has a variety of uses. most commonly in tea form. Um, when it comes to humans, the effects vary slightly, and it may work on some people and not on others. Although I will say that we have found that the vast majority of people who try catnip tea that we create here at the New Mexico Herbal Clinic do tend to get a good night's rest. But keep in mind, it doesn't work for everyone. It has several medical uses, as I've said. Uh, Gastrointestinal problems, like diarrhea or stomach ache, can help uh, with some catnip tea. Respiratory ailments like a cough, bronchitis, and even asthma. It also has an antispasmodic property, and that helps relieve muscle cramps. And as we said, menstrual issues. A lot of women have cramping during their cycle, and catnip tea can help calm that cramping down. It also has antibacterial and antifungal properties, which makes it great for treating wounds and things like scabies. And so if you're going to be using any part of the catnip plant, you want to use fresh or dried leaves and fresh or dried flowers. It's always best to steep it in tea. When you're going to steep it as a tea, keep in mind you need to steep it for 15 to 20 minutes in the hot water to draw out all of those constituents. Anyway, that's a quick look at catnip. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact us here at the New Mexico Herbal Clinic. You can find us online at nmherbalclinic.com. Until next time, stay safe and stay healthy.